Welcome back to another head-to-head, this time putting Marvel metal against Star Wars metal. Yes, we're talking Mandalorian Beskar versus Wakanda's Vibranium. Which one is the superior metal, and what would happen if they came into contact? Before we jump into today's topic, I wanted to talk about giveaways on this channel. Obviously, I haven't started doing this, but I would love to begin. Nothing too big for right now, but eventually once the channel is bigger, I would like to give away lightsabers and other awesome stuff. As for now, I was thinking of doing some Black Series Star Wars figures as well as Funko Pops. But let me know if there are any other more low-key giveaways you guys would like. Of course, make sure to subscribe to be entered into said giveaway and like this video if you enjoy the content. Beskar has long been the legendary metal used by Mandalorians. Mined and forged into armor by generations of warriors, the Mandalorians are able to use this metal to create weapons, but more importantly, their armor. Therefore, this metal is sacred to the people of Mandalore, especially after the Empire purged the planet, wiping out the major cities and almost all its warriors. However, various Mandalorian sects remained and survived hidden in the shadows. In the past, Mandalorians were able to wage war against even the Jedi due to their armor being so strong. Not only could it protect them from blaster bolts, lightsabers were unable to cut through. This armor is insanely strong, and during the Mandalorian Season 2, we saw Mando himself taking punches from a Dark Trooper. Those same Dark Trooper droids were then able to dent and warp a light cruiser's bridge blast doors. Comparing the thickness between the bulkhead and Mando's helmet thickness, it's insane to think that his helmet could withstand this type of impact. Speaking of Mando, he also had his helmet bitten by a Rancor. Who knows what the bite force is on those guys, but I imagine it to be insane. The only way that you can truly hurt a Mandalorian is in between their armor, or if you're lucky and possess a Beskar weapon of sorts. Although most Mandalorians detest the idea of making Beskar weapons, other than whistling birds of course. Unfortunately, Beskar was able to be used against Mandalorian by the use of a special weapon known as the Duchess. This weapon was designed by Sabine Wren, who was able to create an arc pulse generator that targeted and superheated Beskar, killing the Mandalorian warriors who wore it. So we know that Beskar is extremely strong and can't be cut by a lightsaber. This makes it extremely impressive. However, other fictional universes have their own metals of immense power. We're talking about the Marvel Universe's Vibranium. This metal crashed down into Earth and gave the nation of Wakanda a resource beyond any others known to humankind. They use it in just about everything from armor to weapons to simple clothing, gadgets, and to generate shields. It's insane what they can do with it. Vibranium is specifically notable for its strength, but more importantly, its ability to absorb kinetic energy. We see this with Captain America's shield, as well as Black Panther's ability to absorb impacts and redirect the energy absorbed. Vibranium does take damage from other vibraniums similar to how Beskar does. However, Captain America's shield has been broken by other fictional metal known as Uru, which is extremely strong as well as enchanted with magic. Adamantium has also been able to somewhat damage Vibranium. The only true weakness Vibranium has is of course sonic energy. So when comparing these metals, which one wins? First, let's talk about strength. While Vibranium is extremely strong as both a fabric weave or as a shield, it does break under the right circumstances. Beskar has not been known to break even under the most volatile attacks. When it comes to strength, I'm giving Beskar the win. Special properties goes to Vibranium for being able to be woven into clothing, armor, and even used to advance technology. Beskar, from what we have seen, is only used as armor, and sometimes weapons. Weaknesses goes to Vibranium because of the effect that sonic energy has at nullifying it. Beskar, as far as we know it, can only be melted down in specific forges. Overall, I gotta say that Vibranium is the better metal. It isn't weak against heat, so it would be able to withstand lightsabers, and it's also able to completely cover the persons wearing it due to its flexibility. Unlike Beskar, which is rigid and can only be shaped into pieces of armor. I love Beskar and the Mandalorian people are awesome, but Vibranium takes the win today. The use of metals that are nearly indestructible is common in just about every single fandom, from Lord of the Rings and their True Silver or Mithril, to Marvel's Adamantium and Vibranium, and of course to Star Wars Beskar. Of course, this is just my opinion, and I am no way able to put these two metals to the test, so let me know your opinion below. Does Beskar beat Vibranium, or was I correct in my observations? Like and subscribe, have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.